Today we're going to be installing over $1,500 in parts on this CR250. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on this project. We are going to be putting on some pretty cool parts today. So with that being said, let's get on into it. So I ended up getting a fresh set of Warp 9s for this bike, and it's kind of been something I've always wanted. Like growing up, I've had a couple dirt bikes and they had stock wheels on them, but I always seen online of some sweet bikes with some Warp 9s on them, and they've always looked really good. So I really wanted Warp 9s, so on this bike I decided not to spare the expense and get a fresh set, so I'm really stoked on the way that these wheels look. So along the process of buying parts a little bit at a time, I unintentionally bought mostly Turner Performance parts. I don't know much about them, but they were a decent price and all their parts looked fairly nice to me. So I guess I'm gonna be a test dummy and test out pretty much every part Turner Performance makes on this 01 CR250. So I ended up also picking up a Turner front sprocket. I picked it up just because mine is pretty old and it's a bit worn out. So we're gonna go ahead and throw this new front sprocket on. That was easy. Nope. Ooh, that's gonna be fun. That boy was crusty. Been on there a little while. There you go, front drive sprocket is on. This one can hit the garbage. I haven't put a new chain on it ever.
I think it was the first time we were doing the CR.
Yeah, 3 years ago?
No, it was the first time.
Oh.
The first time.
Oh, when this thing came alive out of a basket.
Yeah, when this thing was gonna be for sale.
Yeah. That is crazy, dude. I was like, oh, I'll just flip it. But you see where we are now.
It's funny how those things work.
Yeah. So I ended up picking this thing up for a screaming deal. So I was like, oh, I can make a quick buck off of that. And then we put it together and rode it, and the rest is history. It's never leaving. This is nice. I've never actually had a chain brake. It's always just been a socket and a punch. So it's nice that I actually bought one now that I can use to fucking get this broke off. This one's nice because it came with a second pin, so I can even do bicycle chains. What's up, Mav? He wanted the spotlight.
Oh, he gets it.
Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Alright, so we're getting this front wheel all put on here. Get this thing sent home. Do a love tap. Wipe off some excess grease. Now we gotta go through and tighten pinch bolts. Give her a little spin, undo some pinch bolts. Send home the nut on the front axle. So we're gonna go ahead and pull off this front brake lever because I got new ones in. And I got Turner Performance breakaway ones, so those are gonna be pretty sweet to throw on there.
Did you grab that stubby screwdriver because it felt familiar?
Yeah, that's why I grabbed the stubby Hunter.
I could tell.
Yeah, feel right at home. You know, working with too big of a tool is dangerous, so we'll stick to our roots and what we know. Short and stubby. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get this clutch lever tightened down in here. So we have the Turner Performance breakaway levers on. They look pretty sick in my opinion. I'm glad I got them, but we're gonna test them out over the life of this bike and see how they are. But right now, we're gonna go ahead and remove this bar pad because Hunter was a swell guy and decided to get me a new one. So this is the new one that Hunter got me, a sick American flag one. The phone is tight. That's pretty sick, dude. So now we're on to installing grips. So I picked up some fresh ODI EMEG lock-on grips. So we're gonna go ahead and throw those on right quick. I have these grips on my 125 and I really liked them, so we went with them again for the 250. There she goes. So we went ahead and threw the wheels on this bike along with the clutch and front brake lever and a new bar pad and a new front drive sprocket. But I think that's going to be it for today. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. But make sure you guys subscribe so you can stay tuned to this build because we have a few more parts going on in the near future, but they're more on the appearance side and I think it's really gonna bring this bike together. But you have to be subscribed to stay tuned to see the end result of this bike.